Good afternoon. I'm North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory. I just received a briefing from the emergency management personnel regarding the expected impact on North Carolina for Hurricane Matthew. And what we feared is now happening in North Carolina. We did not want to change the model, but the model has changed dramatically. And that change is going to have a major impact on the state of North Carolina, with both winds and rains literally covering most of the state. And we're making, because we already have equipment positioned in anticipation of a potential model change, we are prepared to respond to this natural disaster. And I'm going to give you an update on some of the things that we're doing and a very detailed update on what's happening throughout the state of North Carolina. First of all, the immediate concern is now life-threatening rain and water throughout our state. And I cannot emphasize more life-threatening rain throughout our state. This has the potential for North Carolina to see the worst flooding since Hurricane Floyd in 1999. Coastal regions of the state, including the Wilmington area, could see rainfall totals of over 15 inches or more over tonight, tomorrow, and through Sunday afternoon. Southeastern inland locations around the I-95 corridor could see up to 10 inches of rain. And these are in areas that have literally been saturated during the past 2 weeks. And this is especially of great concern around the Fayetteville region, where of course we have Fort Bragg, and where they experienced some very serious flooding just last week. I have talked to Mayor Robertson, who's done an outstanding job last week, and they are prepared again this week, but due to the saturation, we are extremely concerned about the Fayetteville area and the flooding of low-lying areas and roads. The northeastern sections of the state, which also have gotten a lot of rain during the past 2 to 3 weeks, are also going to see 5 to 10 inches of rain. And again, that's on top of a lot of saturated soil, especially within our agricultural area, 20 to 30 miles inland. We also have a great deal of concern for a town that I visited last week, and that's the Windsor region, especially the town of Windsor and some of the neighborhoods in and around Windsor. It's a population of about 3,000 people that had literally 5 to 6 feet of water in some downtown locations last week. That water may be returning, and we're extremely concerned for that town and the surrounding area. The expected storm surge totals could reach 2 to 6 feet along the coast, and the latest forecast, which shows to my right, shows both the wind and the rain, calling for winds of now 50 to 60 miles per hour with very high gust, even way above that, possibly over 70 miles an hour. Inland, we could see gusts of 35 to 40 miles an hour. And we're talking about inland all the way to Fayetteville, even to the state capital of Raleigh, where we're at today, where we're going to be experiencing some high gust. And this is, again, a major change that's occurred just during the day. There are also, as we saw in Hurricane Floyd, some rivers that we're concerned about. The Northeast Cape River, Fear River, the Tar River near Greenville, and the Cashai River near Windsor are rivers that we're going to be paying attention to. They're already at very high levels. That area has experienced flooding, and we want you to get ready again. Those people I know remember Floyd, and we need to be ready. And we're getting ready right now. Local officials are calling for evacuations in Pender County, Cumberland County, Brunswick County, Robinson County, Beaufort County, Hyde County, and New Hanover County. The Department of Transportation has now suspended operations to and from Ocracoke Island on Pamlico Sound as of 4 p.m. Friday afternoon. Officials anticipate suspending operations on Ocracoke to Hatteras route tomorrow morning. Officials are proactively staging equipment on NC-12 and the Outer Banks, and NC-12 will most likely see some serious flooding. All state parks east of I-95 are now closed and will remain so through Sunday, at least through Sunday. Local shelters have opened across the coastal region, and more will be open tonight and tomorrow. let me tell you about the resources that we've allocated, and thank God my team has done this already. We were in Kinston yesterday, and we saw the the allocations made in Elizabethtown, New Bern, and Williamston were our major staging points. And we have North Carolina National Guard, approximately 180 troops and 68 water vehicles. We also have 16 additional state troopers in Wilmington. We're going to have 16 additional troopers by tonight in Raleigh. And we have 1,000 troopers on call right now from across the state, literally within the past hour, that we're ready to move into the area that's impacted the most. We're identifying those right now, those troopers, and we may begin that movement very quickly. Swiftwater team rescue teams are right now in Elizabethtown, New Bern, Williamston, Brunswick, Pamlico, Camden, and in regional coordination centers in central and eastern North Carolina. We have Swiftwater teams from Henderson County, Apex, Raleigh, Buncombe County, and Pitt. We actually have Greensboro teams and I believe some Charlotte teams in South Carolina right now assisting them. They're actually in Columbia, I believe, right now, are on the way, and they're going to be going wherever they needed. But this whole area of North and South Carolina is going to be getting hit pretty hard, all the way up to Columbia and South Carolina apparently, and up to Raleigh in North Carolina, a little beyond Fayetteville, and up to Greenville area. We also have some rescue teams staged throughout the state. We have chainsaw crews in Jones, Camden, Moore counties, and at regional coordination centers. We have the North Carolina wildlife boat teams have been deployed to Williamston, New Bern, and Elizabethtown, where our deployments are. We have generators, sandbags, cots, bottled water, and tarps to eastern counties, and generators to central counties. We have resource collaboration with our neighbors. As I stated, we've got 2 Swiftwater rescue teams and a helicopter team right now in South Carolina. At the request of Governor Scott, we have deployed a mobile disaster hospital, which we don't anticipate needing, and a medical evacuation buses and teams to assist some major, more high wind destruction there. Duke Energy has been extremely cooperative, and they're going to have a heck of a job along with the co-ops during the next several days. And remember, much of this work cannot be done during dangerous situations, so people are going to have to be extremely patient with the co-ops and with Duke Energy Company and any other utilities in these areas. But right now, Duke Energy just informed me that they have 4,600 line and tree resources in the 2 Carolinas. They have 2,500 people staged in Raleigh at this point in time, ready to be deployed where they need to go in both North and South Carolina. So that deployment and staging is occurring by Duke Energy right now in Raleigh. The greatest impact of the storm are expected to begin Saturday evening, although the rain starts tonight. With the recent change in the storm track, more areas in North Carolina are going to be subject to serious rain and tropical winds. Again, I cannot stress these could be life-threatening, especially floods and wind. Watch for the falling debris, watch for the downed power lines, and especially do not try to put your vehicle in water on our roads. That's typically where the loss of life occurs, and we do not want to see that. We're already making arrangements on roads where we had issues during Hurricane Floyd. I-40, we had some issues there, so we already have identified some detours outside of Wilmington in case that flooding does occur. And so we are preparing the detours. The First Lady also wants to emphasize during this heavy flooding to please take care of your pets during this time. And we also want to look at where the animal shelters are in case the pets need to be helped and taken to safe pet shelters. We have a meeting with the Red Cross in the next 45 minutes where we're going to get an update from the Red Cross. Very detailed issues. Pender County, we have low-lying areas, including Topsail Beach and Surf City right now, where we are having evacuations. Cumberland County, low-lying and flood-prone areas. Brunswick, Bald Head, and Brunswick County, of course, where you have some major beach activity. Bald Head, Caswell Beach, Oak Island, Holden Beach, Ocean Isle, Sunset Beach, Boiling Springs Lakes. Calabash, where we had some serious flooding last year, I think the same week, Carolina Shores, Southport, and St. James, we are asking for voluntary evacuations. And mandatory evacuations for visitors at Ocracoke and Hyde County and New Hanover County. We have mandatory evacuations for non-residents in Carolina Beach, voluntary evacuation for Kerr Beach, Wrightsville Beach, and other areas known to flood in the city of Wilmington and throughout the area. Most of you know where those flood areas are. Stay away from them. Do not get trapped by them. Leave now before those areas flood, or you're going to be trapped there for a while. And I cannot say that more seriously. New Hanover County road areas need to be evacuated right now, include New Center Drive, Racine Drive, Edgewater Club Road, Water Street, and South College Road. Robinson County, be careful of the low-lying parts. In Beaufort counties, we're going to get a little more detail later. We have some shelters right now in Bertie County, Bertie High School in Windsor. We have a shelter open right now in Brunswick County. We have 3 shelters open that you can see on the internet. In Columbus County, we have 4 shelters open in Whiteville, South Columbus High School, and West Columbus High School. In McDowell County, we have a local church that's sheltering 9 evacuees right now from South Carolina, and we're also trying to assist some of them. In New Hanover County, we're opening a shelter at 5 p.m. To assist those in low-lying areas, and also Trask Middle School. Pender County, we've got 2 shelters, Topsail Elementary School and Burgo Middle School, which is also pet-friendly. And also Pitt County, we're opening 2 shelters at 8 p.m. at Welcome Middle School and Aden Middle School. And that's the current evaluation. We thought 24 hours and another 48 hours ago that the European model was complementary to North Carolina, but at this point in time, the models have changed. They moved both to the north and to the west, and that's what's causing this dramatic impact on North Carolina water and wind. We've got to respect it, and we've got a team who's going to respect it and respond to it. So remember again, as I said today, if your power goes out, you better be ready now, because it could be a while before your power's turned back on if you just think about the pressure that's going to be on the co-ops and the utilities. So be prepared and be careful and be safe.